Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading for January 2024. Pisces, Happy New Year! I hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your family and your friends and your loved ones. So let's see how you're bringing in 2024, shall we? We're starting out with some problems with your spine and your back area. So just make sure you have a little look at that. I do think there's some sort of backstabbing going on where you work too. So that's happening right at the start of January. So sometimes our back starts to hurt because we're being backstabbed. I don't think many people put those two things together. If there's something going on around you and you're being talked about or backstabbed by people, our body responds by our back actually hurting. So sometimes it's not even a physical thing going on with our body. It's actually an emotional reaction to what's going on around you, and you don't know why, because we're a bit dumb and we don't put two and two together half the time. We all do it, but it's just something to bear in mind. If your back starts hurting at the start of January, it could be a backstabbing issue. Now, single Pisces, I have a new love coming in for you. I've got the Two of Cups, I've got the Magician, I've got the Chariot, I've got some really nice cards in here. So here's my Two of Cups, here's my Chariot riding off into the sunset, conquering the world, and the Magician, so turning brass into gold. So maybe your relationship status has been kind of a bit brassy, you know, there hasn't been much going on, and if you've been single, there's been no action, or if you're in a relationship, it's been a bit stale. This means that we're going to have a bit of a zhuzh up in your love life, and I really like it because I've got the Six of Cups touching that card as well, which means this is something that you've dreamt about and that you've been looking for, and all of a sudden it's there. Then your reaction to that, Pisces, is that you're going to push against it. Even though you've wanted this thing to come in for so long, or you've wanted your relationship to go to the next level for so long, it's actually when it's right before you, you doubt it and you push against it. So Pisces, please don't do that. This is just a self-worth and self-esteem issue. You've got to have more confidence in yourself and what you bring to relationships, and then just settle into that and allow this to happen. Because what's the point of pushing against something that looks so bloody great? I don't understand it, but it's human nature. Sometimes we do that. But if you can just not fight it, you'll probably find a lot of reward coming from this lovely relationship. Now, if you are in one and you're looking up for a proposal, the Justice card is a little scattered in there as well. So you may get someone down on their knee, or you might be asking someone to marry you, but it's a really nice part in the first couple of weeks of January. So I really love that I've got some really nice love cards for you at the start of January. Now, as I get towards the end of January, this is where I've got more action or movement going on when it comes to travel or new beginnings. Are you moving or just going on a camping trip, caravanning, trip somewhere? But I really like the vibe that I've got around that. It seems to be quite peaceful for you, and I think you need it. I think you need to get away into nature. I don't know if every Pisces is a nature lover, but this seems to be what you need at this time at the end of January, is to get out there, get outside, get into nature, and just enjoy what that is there to offer. As I get towards the end of January, this is really bizarre, because right at the end of January, I've got a situation brewing here where someone is actually not treating you right, and they're actually trying to control you. You are aware and you're spending a lot of time thinking about it, and I'm really not quite sure how you're going to go with this. I feel like it might come to some sort of a head, and then you feel peace at the end, because I am finishing this with the Knight of Pentacles, so that's how it ends. But I've got this Five of Swords right before that Knight of Pentacles, so it looks like we're going to have to be careful about a situation brewing around us where someone's controlling or manipulating or lying to us. Interesting. I don't want you to overthink it. I just want you to trust what you're thinking is happening. So I've got this thing at the start of the month with the backstabbing, and then I've got another at the end of the month with this backstabbing. Could be the same situation rearing its head again, but if that is happening at the start of the month and it's still going on at the end of the month, then that is not okay. That is just not okay, and we're going to have to do something about that. That would be time to make a stand and stand up for yourself. I can see that you will be okay on the other side of that, but it seems like a sort of month where people are going to be pushing and pulling you in different directions, and I just want you to come back to yourself and do what you want, because I've got this lovely little love story happening in the middle of January, and then I've got all these other outside influences, you pulling and pushing you in all these different directions. Just come back in and focus on this little connection that you've got, and everyone else can just go and do their own bloody thing and they can just leave you alone, okay? So that is it for January for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all the very best for 2024, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.